yo.
Really, nigga? What up, YouTube? NWN here, aka Yandigo Catch with the Jordan Region Flexing, and we are doing take 2 of the Gaming Illuminati podcast because I forgot to hit the record button. We know you guys are in heaven because we're on episode 37. Rocking with me today, I got my co-host. He's your favorite cynical gamer, Game Fanatic 386. Can we get your opening statement, sir?
Yeah. Thanks for having me again. Second time.
You could really do this a second time?
Yeah.
He's keeping it authentic.
And my other co-host averages over 192.3 tweets per day, Mr. UTXJD the Don. What is your opening statement, sir?
2014 is almost over. I'm going to need for y'all to leave this back in 2014. Please listen with your ears and not with your eyes. Stop getting upset at every single thing that happens. Listen, analyze, then think, and reply. That's all I ask for.
There you have it, folks. And my opening statement for today is, let us all pray for the poor children out there that received an Ouya for Christmas from their grandma and grandpa. Thought it was an Xbox or a PlayStation. God bless those young souls. Also, make sure to subscribe to the show on iTunes. The show is always posted there first. We take it on the go. The show is also available on SoundCloud via soundcloud.com/GamingIlluminati. Keep in mind, we spell Illuminati with the word in. Damn, I said it wrong on the second time. How did I say it wrong? With the word naughty is in naughty or nice, because you know Christmas is here. We're also available on Stitcher Radio. Links to all that bullshit in the description box below if you're watching the video version. Now, we could get into the news, but let's open the conversation with the hottest topic on the internet, the Lizard Squad. I'm sure everybody knows what's been going on. They've been DDoSing PSN and Xbox. I call this the Great PSN outage of 2014. Opening statements on Lizard Squad, JG. Go ahead.
Well, I've never seen this in all my years of gaming. I feel like Lizard Squad should actually tell us what their true motives are, because at this point it's becoming a joke. You all have a sort of god complex. You're all laughing at people who aren't able to play on the Xbox or their PlayStation. And we've been seeing various interviews, and we're not even sure if these are actual members of the Lizard Squad, but we're just going to have to take it as they are. Now, one interview I did see, they did say that their motive was because people were blindly paying for the Xbox Live and PSN, and they're not getting the security for it. They're not reinvesting the money into their infrastructure. So they wanted to show everyone a lesson. But at the same time, this is dealing with people's entertainment. If you're going to mess with somebody, do something positive, hack some banks, hack Sally Mae or something, get my student loans down, or just hack like Walmart or something, give us like 50% off on some things. I just don't like what they're doing at this point. At first it was like, yeah, you know, they did that, haha, it's funny, it was down for like 8 minutes or an hour or something, but now you're really messing with people, especially doing it during the Christmas season. And then you have parents that just bought their children a new Xbox One and a PS4, and they might be so delusional, never heard of Lizard Squad before, and thought maybe the Xbox One or the PS4 was defective, and then took it back, and then all the kids are crying because they can't play anything online. Like, it's just ridiculous at this point.
You actually brought up a good point that I didn't even think of. They was giving all these interviews, Lizard Squad, and one of them even showed his face on CNN. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm no criminal, but if I were one, why would I show my face on the television? Like, and then on top of that, how did they get in contact with these people? How do we know that this just isn't some random actor that's just, you know, hamming it up for CNN so they can get ratings? Like, what
exactly?
I don't know, man.
Yes. So it's way too many things going on right now. And then you have Finest Squad, which I seriously think they're all in cahoots. You have Finest Squad, and you have Anonymous getting into it as well. And then you have people like Keemstar supposedly interviewing them all, and this random person called Kim.com supposedly paying Lizard Squad a certain amount of money, or
he's not random. Exactly he's the owner of Mega.com, and it's uploading site. I actually use it. It's an uploading site like say Media Share or MegaUpload.com. It's one of them, you know, uploading sites where you can share your files.
Well, and it came out of nowhere.
It encrypts your files. That's what's different. Like, it's actually worth a lot of money, and it's free. You get like 50 gigabytes for free. And he gave them what was it, like $300,000 worth of free space, like 500 gigabytes for each member, and it's all encrypted data.
That's crazy. Nobody should have to step in and do that. I didn't even know who he was until then.
I knew it was, but
yeah, it's just all ridiculous at this point. We don't know who's doing what and what their true motives are. I just think they're being dicks at this point.
And because of the whole Lizard Squad thing and the great PSN outage of 2014, as I like to call it, the PSN has extended their holiday sale to January 6th. A lot of AAA games such as Dragon Age Inquisition, Battlefield 4, 2K15, they're all like 50% off on PSN. So if you're, from what I'm hearing, they're still having trouble. People are having trouble logging into PSN. But if you're able to log into PSN, you might want to check the store because there are a lot of games on sale because they extended that sale. So definitely try to look at that if you can, because you know they hold the PSN servers up with glue sticks and what are they, glue sticks, paper, fuck it, popsicle sticks. I cannot talk right now. I'm annoyed right now. Popsicle sticks, glue, and rubber bands. That is what the PSN servers are made of. How you feel about Lizard Squad, Tick?
I don't appreciate what they did.
You're a bad man, Lizard Squad.
Right. And I wanted to just add something else on top of that. They've been doing this all year. If you all weren't aware, it just became a hot topic because, of course, it was the holiday season. You know, the holiday season garners these type of stories when people can't play online. But they messed with Steam at multiple points before, but it was so minimum that people barely noticed. They've also messed with like League of Legends servers. They messed with MLG too when they were doing a Call of Duty stream. I forgot about that. And that was pretty funny. I was like, oh man, they took out, I think they were like at Anaheim at the time, and they messed with their stream. They took that down. So they've been doing various attacks throughout the entire year.
Not the kill streaks.
I know, right?
Not the kill streaks.
but it just became a big topic now. So they've been doing this the entire time.
Shout out to the fake ass Lizard Squad account that followed me on Twitter and threatened to take down my site. I checked your profile. You're not even the real Lizard Squad, bro. People out here trying to extort you for free shit, trying to pretend to be the Lizard Squad. Get the fuck out of here, man. Yeah, hell nah, man. So Lizard Squad sucks. It's gotten old to this point. It's not funny anymore. It was funny at first. Now it's just like, okay, let people play their damn games. We get it. You guys are internet Jesus.
Go away.
Yeah, bro,
we don't want you here.
Yeah, it's like, okay, crawl back into your cave you came from, fucking losers. Microsoft news. Free games you guys will be getting for the month of January. Xbox One, you'll be getting this game called D4. It is a point-and-click adventure similar to The Wolf Among Us and The Last of Us, but it's a murder mystery game. I don't know much about it. I just looked at the trailer, and that's what I got from it. That'll be available for Xbox One owners all month for free if you can log into Xbox One. 360 owners, you'll be getting 2 free games for the first half of the month of January. You'll be getting MX versus ATV Alive. The second month, you'll be able to get The Witcher 2 Assassins of Kings. So if you've never played the Witcher franchise and want to catch up on things before Witcher 3 comes out, because you know you're going to buy it because it's going to be hyped, make sure to download that for free this month. Other Microsoft news, free games will be given away because of the debacle of the Master Chief Collection. They will be giving away Halo 3 ODST HD Remaster, and they will be giving away some more maps for Halo 2 to say sorry, because from what I understand, they're still having issues with the Master Chief Collection. People are not able to get into games. Now, what I find interesting about this is, like, just randomly came out and it was like, we're going to give you ODST HD Remaster. My thing is, was this in the works in the first place, and then they just decided to give it away for free? It seems kind of fishy to me.
Good question. It probably was. I think they were going to eventually do it, so they just decided to do it early because they had nothing else to do, and this would be their we're so sorry that the game doesn't work.
That's funny. They turned it into Nintendo.
Yeah, pretty much. Just apologizing. Damage control. Yeah.
Wasn't it? Do you think ODST and some more Halo 2 maps is a good enough gift for the stuff that people have had to put up with not being able to even play their game?
Nope. You see how excited people were? And I was saying, I'm not going to buy an Xbox One to get the Master Chief Collection. Everybody was like, oh, man, but you love Halo, da-da-da-da-da. And then look what happened. It didn't work. These are old games that came out years ago, minus Halo 4, because they came out last year. But come on, people. Like, are you serious? Like, don't just accept this. The game should have worked at launch. And 343, for some people, it even got into the top 3 worst companies of the year because of this. That? Yeah, I've seen some people. They've been mad upset. So that was crazy. Bad? Yeah, it was that bad. They wanted to play.
God damn.
So yeah, it's crazy. But the game should have worked from the start.
How you feel about all this, Tick?
I agree with everything JG said, and the ODST remake seems pretty cool. I appreciate it.
Is this your favorite Halo?
Actually, I like Reach better out of all of them.
Dun dun dun. So Tick says the ODST is a good gift for you guys. That means it must be good. It must be good. So look out for that ODST that'll be available for download. I think they said like spring 2015 it'll be coming for free. But it's only available. Don't think that you can go out and buy the Master Chief Collection now and then you'll get it for free. It was only for the people who bought it between launch and then it was like December 13th or something like that be eligible for these free downloadable perks. So don't be trying no fishy shit. Shout out to all the 2 people that still play Destiny. Bungie has came out and said that they are shutting down cheaters in Destiny. Apparently people are out here modding their consoles and they're using the consoles to find exploits in the game and cheat their way to the top. If you get caught by Bungie, they will shut your shit down, your console, your Destiny game, your Xbox Live. They are actively looking for these cheaters, so I highly suggest don't get sucked into that lifestyle, because it can be very alluring. I remember in the Modern Warfare 2 days, every half a second you get a message from some little punk ass kid talking about, come join my lobby for $10 and I'll get you 10th prestige. You guys remember those days?
Yeah, I do, yo. I couldn't stand it.
Yeah, message to all friends, be like, nigga, you ain't on my friends list.
Right. Get out of here, yo. You mean people you met in the lobby.
Yeah, my bad. Let me do it correctly. Message to all friends. Like, that's what they used to sound like.
I am hosting a 10 prestige lobby. Message me if you want to get in.
Yeah, I used to hate that.
So do not fall for that trap, because Bungie will shut your shit down. Riptor the Raptor has been released for Killer Instinct on Xbox One. Looks like a cool character. Season 2, make sure to download that. You're a big fighting game fan. How do you feel about Riptor the Raptor, Tick? Do you think it's a good addition to Killer Instinct?
Yeah, Riptor was there since the first Killer Instinct. So it was only right that she would be in the remastered one for the Xbox One.
As a fighting game expert yourself, what would you rank her? Because I heard she's a girl. What's the name? Would you rank her as a top tier character, mid tier, low tier? Do you think people will play that person?
I see a lot of people like to play her. Maximilian plays her. I wouldn't say she's top tier, but I don't really play the game like that anyway. But she pretty much gets her ass whooped by Orchard, and Orchard isn't. Well, she's been buffed, but she's not one of the best characters in the game. But she's not a bad character either.
And there you have it, folks. So if you want to play as a big ass dinosaur with metallic claws born from a test tube, there you go, folks. Halo 5 beta, the hottest thing out on the Xbox One this Christmas season, beta. Have you guys seen any footage of people playing this game?
Yes, I have. And when I saw somebody playing it, excuse me if I got your name wrong, because I don't remember, but he tweets some of his videos whenever he puts something out. I think his name like Killer Dooms or something, but he tweeted out a video of him playing Halo 5, and he got it early. I actually thought that it was out then when he was playing it, but he got early access, and I think that it's available for the majority of the public this week. But anyways, I was watching him play, and maybe he was just bad at the game, but when I was watching him play, it looked like Halo to me. But at the same time, he wasn't utilizing like all of the moves, so maybe that's why I had a slight change in my overall judgment. Like when I made my first video after we saw the reveal of Halo 5, because we were pretty much just all the way pissed at that point. So I don't know. It looked like Halo when he was playing it, but hey.
Like I said to you earlier, I watched somebody play the game for about 30 minutes. He had an hour playthrough. First of all, he labeled the video a Halo 5 beta walkthrough. I didn't know you could do a walkthrough in a multiplayer game, but we gonna let him live. And he used all the movements. The dash move side to side looked exactly like Advanced Warfare. And Tick knows because he played with me when it was the free weekend a couple weeks ago on PC. Advanced Warfare. Yeah, video footage of me just raging in Advanced Warfare. That game, I played it for an hour and I got the biggest headache probably that I could get besides playing 2K15. Like I got one of the biggest headaches in 2014 playing that fucking game. I don't like Advanced Warfare.
He bitched the whole time.
I didn't like it. It was just too much going on. And it looked like Advanced Warfare to me. Like all the guns you could zoom in on with the trigger, I'm assuming would be the controls, and then it had the stupid ground pound, and then the mantling and the moving side to side. It didn't look like Halo to me. It looked like Advanced Warfare. That being said, I didn't like what I saw, but I'm still gonna reserve judgment. I still might pick it up, play it for myself, and decide, because that's how I like to move. But at the same time, I'm still not feeling it. I'm not sold. What about you, Tick? Oh, go ahead, my bad.
Oh, I would have to play it, get hands on myself to see if it really, really felt like Halo. But initially, it didn't look like Halo at all. It did look like Advanced Warfare, like you said.
Yeah, I agree with both Modern Warfare and JG. Modern Warfare cried like the whole time, and JG, I agree that it still looks like Halo. Me.
He just admitted that the guy may have not been playing the game correctly, though.
Yes.
How you feel about that?
I didn't watch that video. I watched Hutch play it. Looked like Halo.
And how was Hutch playing?
Like Halo.
I mean, like you said, maybe the dude that did you was playing. I'm watching, and Hutch, the way that they played, they intentionally were just playing it like Halo because they're Halo vets. But the dude that I seen play, he wasn't playing. He was playing like Advanced Warfare.
I mean, he did the ground pound, but like I said, that's just an additional thing added to the game.
Did he utilize the little side to side jet movements and shit?
No, I didn't see him do that.
Yeah, got it. That definitely changes the game, and it would make more sense why they added in zooming in on all the guns, because it'd make it easier to hit somebody who's zooming like that, versus you couldn't do that in the old ones. It'd make it. I'm just not feeling it. I'm not feeling it, but we'll see. We'll see more. I hope you guys enjoy it. And I was out to dinner at a bar. They were playing commercials for the beta, hyping it up because it's the only thing that's available on Xbox. I think that's kind of sad, but
and it's pretty much the only real thing that came out in the month of December.
Yeah. Sunset came out in November, so.
Yeah, there was nothing came out in December at all.
That's it. But that goes for every platform, though. Nothing came out in December, really.
Right, yeah, just overall.
So that's a shame. That's a goddamn shame. The beta is the biggest thing on the console. PlayStation news, Planetside 2 coming to PS4. The beta, January 13th, between January 13th and the 20th. This was confirmed by Sony Entertainment Online's president, John Schmedley, or some shit like that. He said it on Twitter. My bad if I butchered the name, Doc. He confirmed it to a random Twitter user when he was asked. This is not the full release coming to PS4. This is the beta, a 3-year-old PC game finally making its way to PS4. How you guys feel about this? You guys excited?
It's gonna be way too funny with this game. Well, just a beta, because it's still not even a full release, and they announced this when the PS4 was announced, so I don't know why it's taking so long. I would have to definitely see how it plays, because I don't think it's going to play well at all. I think it's going to be stuttering. I think that the graphics are going to be lowered tremendously just to get this game to work, because I remember when we first started playing Planetside 2, I still had a 560, and I was struggling to play that game. I had to put it on medium just to get it to run at between like 30 to 40 frames per second. And I think I may have played it once since I got my 760, but it was still a struggle too. I can't run that game at max. That is a very intensive game.
I had a 570.
Go ahead, my bad. Go ahead.
I had a 570, and I later got a 780, and I kept crashing.
Oh you did crash it in. He kept making fun of you because of
the Titan.
I remember
the baby
that.
Titan. What's the name? I gotta say, what's fishy about this is I remember. First of all, this game was supposed to come out at launch in 2013 with the PlayStation 4. I don't think if y'all realize that. On top of that, the game. I remember the developer said that the game was going to run on medium to high 1080p. And it was going to run at 25 frames per second. That was originally what they were saying. And then like a month or two ago, they came out and said, no, this is going to run at 1080p Ultra 60 frames per second. And I heard that shit, and it's like, it's literally like, I have to see it to believe it, because for those of you who've never played Planetside 2, and I got over 100 hours on this game, so I know, it is over 2,000 people on screen at once, plus tanks, plus planes, plus cars, plus ATVs, explosions going everywhere. And you mean to tell me this game is gonna run on the PS4 at 60 frames per second flawlessly, ultra graphics? I honestly believe that they're selling PlayStation Nation a dream. I'm not even trying to hate. Like, I gotta see it to believe it. I don't believe it. Nope. Can't tell me.
Not at all, man. And then the reason why we saw playing that game is it didn't have an end game at first. They did put in an update, and I haven't played it since then, where you can actually lock down a planet. But just imagine having people battling at all times on all 3 continents, and then going over to the PS4, and we're predicting it's going to struggle already. But I just don't see people on every single continent battling all at once, and that game running anywhere near flawlessly. I can only imagine like people being on one continent and like a small portion of the continent battling, and that's it.
Yep. It is a very hardcore MMO FPS. Like, you can play for like 2-3 hours and you'll only get a few certs, which is money, and you need like $1,000 just to get like a new gun. Like, it's a very grinded out game, and I just don't see like the console community adopting that long term. It'll be some hype like the first week, but once people find out really what Planetside 2 is, it's like JG said, Planetside 2 is Battlefield 4 on PC times 10. I'd say it's times. I'd say it's times 100.
yeah, you may be more accurate.
because what is it? Battlefield 4, the biggest server is 64 man. Yes. I believe. Yeah, like I said, you could have 2,000 people on screen or Planetside 2 or one damn cotton in one area. So,
and they just now got to that. I remember on the Xbox and the PS3, it was only 24 people on Battlefield 3. So.
Yeah, like, I just have I'm not saying the PS4 can't do it, but at ultra graphics, 1080p, 60 frames per second, I have to see it to believe it. Maybe like medium settings, 30 frames per second, it'd be more believable, but we got to see it to believe it. But we're rooting for you guys. We're rooting. Look out for that Planetside. How you feel about it, Tick? You excited? No? Yeah, maybe.
I don't even play it on the PC anymore.
Why don't you?
It takes too long to level up, and pretty difficult of a game.
So you're saying it is a hardcore game, and this game does not have any kill streaks. This game does not have any death streaks. This game is a shooter through and through that requires a lot of cooperation. Can't be calling each other faggots on the microphone. You literally have to coordinate with each other. Like, this game has platoons. It has platoons. It don't got squads. It's got platoons. That's how serious Planetside 2 is. But look out for that between January 13th and the 20th, they said. We'll see if they hold their word to that. Since the last podcast, a lot of remasters were announced. We got Borderlands Remastered, Devil May Cry, and we're talking about DMC from 2012 Remastered, Resident Evil Remastered HD. They're saying that'll be cross-buy between PS3 PS4. Do any of these remasters interest you guys?
Not at all. I don't know who was asking for these. We already have them on Steam, and they already look decent, especially Borderlands 2, so there's no reason for anybody really to buy any of these games again.
Yep, Borderlands and Devil May Cry are both on sale on Steam right now. Steam sale for like $5-10. PC version, better graphics. If you want the better graphics, just get it on PC. Do not spend $60. Don't let them punk you guys, man. What about you, Tick?
No.
You're not excited? Didn't you say, what about I could have swore you said you was somewhat interested in the Devil May Cry one, because the Devil May Cry one comes with DMC and Devil May Cry 4 Remastered.
I'm not excited. Not in between.
What would be the selling point for you?
I don't know. Devil May Cry 4.
I guess. I don't know. Can we get some new games? What games are coming out in 2015?
Nah, man, everybody wants a remaster, man.
That Xbox game is not coming out.
Quantum Break.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, okay, that's coming out. The Order 1886 and Batman are the only games I can think of off the top of my head that I'm looking forward to.
Dying Light.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that looks pretty promising.
Zombie game. Y'all can have that.
Evolve. which I'm not excited for anymore.
Evolve. Oh yeah. That's the game. After I played the beta, I was like, yeah, this shit is trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all can have that shit. What else is coming out in 2015? Off top.
Look at this list again.
I can't think of anything. While you looking at that list, I will say that Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 was announced for PlayStation, Xbox One, and PC. It will continue the story where it left off and basically summarize it. For those of you unaware, Naruto is coming to an end with the final movie. So basically, it's gonna have elements from the movie too, from what I read. So that's basically, if you want to summarize everything that's been going on and not watch the anime, there you go.
Yeah, the game that everyone has been begging us about pretty much every time that we stream, that Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse.
Yeah, why is everybody so excited about that?
I have no idea, man.
It don't look that good to me.
Bloodborne, Battlefield Hardline, Mortal Kombat, The Witcher 3, Xenoblade Chronicles, Star Wars Battlefront. If that holds up, I have a feeling that's going to be pushed back again.
After they said that they said that was going to be a first-person shooter only.
Yeah,
I think they're about to dude bro that up.
Star Fox.
Yeah. Okay.
Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Maybe.
Final Fantasy 15. Homefront, which I feel like that's never coming out, but that's on the list.
That's the one they said it ain't gonna have no co-op, right?
Yeah, which I don't even know.
Multiplayer.
Yeah, no multi. Yeah, it's not gonna have multiplayer, but it's gonna have co-op. Yeah.
Okay, maybe. Yeah.
Mad Max, I don't think that's gonna come out. Mirror's Edge is scheduled to come out. Metal Gear Solid, Phantom Pain.
Okay.
Tick's favorite game, Rainbow Six Siege. the Division.
I don't
Uncharted.
appreciate that.
I understand the thing about it. Uncharted 4 and Scalebound. Yeah.
Okay, so I take that back. There is a good amount of games coming out. A lot of games that I'm personally not interested in.
They're pending though. I don't feel like half the lists are going to come out next year, but we'll see.
Okay. So if it says pending, if it doesn't have an actual release date, or at least say Q2 2015, Q4, then it ain't coming.
And that was pretty much like the majority of the games that I named.
Okay, they ain't coming out.
So yeah.
like you should have a release date by now. Like, you well into production. A lot of games I think are gonna get pushed back.
Yeah.
We saw that with The Witcher 3 already. What's the name? J-Stars, if you're unaware, is a anime game that was released in Japan. All your favorite Funimation characters get to battle it out. Dragon Ball Z, anime, Bleach. Nah, I said it, fucking anime. Bleach, Naruto, a bunch of different One Piece, like all these different characters from different animes get to fight it out. It was originally a Japan exclusive. You had to import it and pretend like you could read Japanese and struggle through the menu to play the game. We saw JD do that on Hitbox Live. It is coming stateside, translated, called J-Stars Plus. You think you'd pick this version up, Jay?
Nah, I'm probably not going to pick it up again, even though it was a really fun game. But I just feel like a very small following is going to pick this up because they've been screaming for it. But I don't think it's really going to like be that just next title that everybody wants. I'm not getting it again.
Yeah, like people hyping up a little bit. But if you never played J-Stars, just play a Ninja Storm Revolution game. It's the same exact shit. It's literally got the same targeting system. That's why I was kind of disappointed in it.
Right, just with different characters. Now, I never played any of the Naruto, so I actually liked it, but I knew that it was the same just based on looking at Naruto compared to this. But I just like playing with the characters on J-Stars more.
True, yeah. Hopefully it'll have good online. Now, we know Tick is our residential anime expert who really loves it. How you feel about J-Stars?
Has DBZ in it.
So you would play with all DVC characters?
Yeah.
The man, the myth has spoken, folks. J-Stars, Game of the Year 2015. PC news. Killer Instinct could possibly come to PC. Now, in the forums for the Killer Instinct, one of the developers put out a poll asking consumers if they would like to see the Killer Instinct exclusive Xbox One come to PC. Would you guys like to see this fighting game come to PC?
Yes, of course I would. Every fighting game that comes on a PC, that just makes one less reason for me to get any of the consoles. I mean, it's there, like, it's going to be convenient. I would love to play Killer Instinct. So yes, I'm very excited. I really hope that it comes.
I did a video on it. Game Fanatic 386. Check it out.
Summarize it for the folks.
I said, yeah.
Yo, this guy is going in this podcast, yo. Like, if you're looking for some real deep, thoughtful shit, the Game Illuminati podcast is where it's at. Thank you, Negro Damas. I'm excited to see it come to PC. It's actually one of the few games besides Sunset Overdrive that I like on Xbox One. But the problem is I had nobody to play with besides I Know Matt, and I Know Matt is a fucking pro. He just whoops my ass, so it's not fun to play him. So it'd be cool to be able to play with some friends, and this is a free-to-play game, so it wouldn't be an excuse. Everybody would be able to play it, at least with one character, that is. So.
No, man, you're a bully.
Yeah, he's a bully. That man said, I'm gonna go easy on you. Then this nigga pulled off like 100-hit combo on his damn live stream. I'm like, really, bro?
Oh, wow. He embarrassed you too?
Yeah, I'm like, I know you see me struggle. I was struggling just to navigate the Xbox menu because I don't even play that shit. So,
man, oh man. Just as long as the servers work right, because PC is notorious for fighting games not having the best connectivity. So if they actually focus on getting the infrastructure right and that code, then yeah, I mean, I feel like Killer Instinct would be a very good game, and that goes for other fighting games too that are coming to the PC later, like Mortal Kombat, and we're getting Tekken as well, and Street Fighter 5.
Wow, that's a lot of fighting games on the PC.
Yep,
that platform that has no games.
We ain't got shit, yo.
What's the name? Some free DLC is now available for Dragon Age Inquisition, and this is not just exclusive to PC. This is available on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. All versions of the game, next gen and last gen. It adds some new levels to the multiplayer. It is all totally free of charge. New bosses, new maps, whatever. So if you're a fan of the Dragon Age multiplayer, hit the store, download that. I forgot exactly what it's called, but if you just search it, you'll be able to find it. Just wanted to make everybody aware of that. Make sure to download it. I played it. Pretty cool stuff. Random NAS news. Tick wanted to talk about this. The voice actor of Chucky Finster in Dexter's Lab has passed away. Rest in peace. What was her name again, Tick? You forgot.
Christine Kavanaugh or something like that.
All right. And
her last name.
Christine Kavanaugh. Yep.
Christine Kavanaugh. What did you have to say? Wanted to say about this?
I mean, that's our childhood.
I mean, is it our childhood? Because every time I try to talk about some cartoons that you know about, you tell me I'm too young and I don't know nothing about that. So is it our childhood?
Yeah.
Oh wow, new man. This is a new man right here, JG.
I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about this right now, man. I'm kind of scared, to be honest.
This man had too many Flintstone
Where
vitamins.
is Tick? What have you done with Tick? Bring her back.
We need more negative energy. What's the name? I think it said. What other characters did she play besides Chucky and Dexter? Did you say?
Babe. The pig.
Yeah, the pig. And
okay.
And a few other cartoon characters. I just can't remember.
That's a shame. Rest in peace to her, man.
We all gotta die one day, even though that's sad to say.
I mean, you gotta put it like that, nigga. Like,
I mean, is
that what you want? Is that what you want somebody to say at your damn funeral? Like,
I'm not
come to your funeral,
man. I'm not gonna have a funeral.
Oh,
man.
You too.
Nah,
yeah. I just want to be burned and blown into the wind, and somebody smoke me.
Yeah.
Just roll me up and smoke me, nigga. Let's go. I feel you, but if you do have a funeral, I'll make sure to show up and be like, yeah, nigga said you gotta go sometime.
Hey, I ain't even gonna be mad at you, man. That's my statement. My statement before I go.
And I'm gonna see in the upper room.
The upper room.
Crying tears.
Yeah.
Crying tears. Last little bit of news. Well, it's not news. Last convo. It is the end of the year. It is actually the 30th that we're recording this podcast. It'll be up the 31st. So perfect timing. It's time to talk about the winners and losers of 2014. Let's just lay it all on the table. Our favorite games, the worst games, best companies, worst companies, funniest moments of the year, saddest moments. Who wants to open this conversation? You want to take it, Jay, Tick, or you want me?
You go ahead and start off.
Okay, let's start with positive. Some of my favorite games of the year: Smite, Bayonetta 2, Smash Bros, freaking Dragon Age. I got some. I don't want to give it all away. I got to save it for the video. I got some stuff people won't be expecting. But those are some of my favorite games. What about you?
All right, so I like Shadow Mordor. Smite was my favorite game this year, and it shouldn't even be hard to tell. We play the game down there every day. So
pretty much.
Smite, Speedrunners, Nosgoth, Brawlhalla, Wolfenstein. I like Wolfenstein.
Very slow.
Yeah, I like Depth for the small time we played it. That was a really innovative game. And contrary to popular belief, I liked Watch Dogs. Even though
controversial pick right there.
Yeah, exactly. I like Watch Dogs because I was able to play the game. I know they had a lot of problems overall, but I was able to play the game and I actually enjoyed it.
Well, let me ask you, you said you like Watch Dogs. Did you enjoy Chapter 2 of that game?
No.
Because it was so damn long. Chapter 2 has to be like one of the worst like memories of gaming that I have in 2000. That shit was boring. I fell asleep 3 times during Chapter 2. It was that boring.
Asleep. It was just very long. It was way too drawn out.
And it contributed nothing to the actual story. It was just it literally just made the game longer. But what do you remember anything from Chapter 2?
Chapter 2 was when you were going after the black dude. I forgot what his name was.
You don't know, nigga. Chapter 3 is when it turned up, when you met the dreadhead dude and the robots in his junkyard and shit. That's when it turned up.
I still like Chapter 2. It's just way too long.
Man, fuck that shit. What about you? What about you, Tick? What was your favorite games in 2014?
Smite, Watch Dogs, even though I couldn't beat it because it's so broken, but I enjoyed it. Shadow Mordor was cool. Wolfenstein was good, and I don't think I played anything else other than 2K.
True. Hey, what was so good about Wolfenstein? That's one of the games I didn't finish. I gotta get to finish it. What separated that from the pack for y'all?
I liked it because it went back to the old school style of shooters. You didn't have any health regeneration. You had to actually pick up all of your weapons to get ammo and stuff. So I don't know. It just felt like a nostalgia for me. And plus they had like this little mini game. We actually went to the original Wolfenstein. So I don't know. I just enjoyed that, and I actually liked the story, to be honest. I know a lot of people didn't like the way that he was, whispering everything when he was talking. That he sounded kind of condescending, but it was a fucking badass. Like this. Yeah, he was talking like that. So I don't know, like, dude was a badass. So I actually enjoyed the game.
I wouldn't have put that in my top 10, probably because I didn't finish it. That's why I was asking. What about you, Tick? Like, what separated it from the pack for you? Because I don't think a lot of people would have picked that game.
Same thing as JG said.
All right, what you about to say there?
It probably wouldn't be in my top 5 or 10. But this year was just a really bad year, so we kind of have slim pickings. And I wanted to at least put some AAA titles that people would know instead of all these indie games, even though I don't have a problem with indie games, of course, because indie games are ruling this year and they're really good. But I wanted to at least, put a couple of AAA games in my list.
I got one indie game on my list, but the rest of it, I'm gonna do honorable mentions, and most of it's gonna be indie games. But I think there was a good amount, because it honestly wasn't hard for me to make my top 10. There was a good amount, but it was like, I just feel like because it didn't have a million commercials, people didn't want to try it. Yeah, so people slept on a lot of games. I think I'm gonna show some people there were good games that came out in 2015. So let's move to the negative side. What about worst games 2014? What do you guys think?
Assassin's Creed, and I didn't even play. Assassin's Creed by far had to be the worst. That and Rambo, man. Like, I didn't play any of those games, but yes, Rambo was just absolutely atrocious. But AC Unity, as you all know, we were trying to do an entire series on that. First of all, the game didn't work right. It was so many bugs and glitches, and second of all, the co-op wasn't the co-op that was originally shown at AA3 when we were looking at it. We got all hyped up for nothing. So that was by far the worst. And I'll give you a pick. I bet both of you didn't think this is. I'm gonna get this away. Now I'm not gonna get too much away, but I said DayZ was one of the worst games of the year. Not because it was a terrible game, but because the fucking dude left the studio. There's no plans to finish that shit. It's unoptimized. It's one of the most broken games of the year. There's no zombies. I think it earned a spot on worst games of 2014. And on top of that, they're trying to still release it for the PS4, and it's not even done.
Right. It's not even out of beta. It's still in alpha for those of you unaware. Like that's unacceptable. That's why he earned a spot for me. Fuck that game.
Has so much potential.
Another bad one, I say probably a lot of people wouldn't see this one coming, but Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes. Fuck that game. Fuck that game, bruh.
It wasn't really a game.
Yeah, but they tried to charge $60 and they tried to be slick and drop it down to $30-$40. They're like, oh, we're so sorry. Nah, man. They was trying to charge $60 for a fucking 5-minute demo. Nah, Kojima, you out your fucking mind, bruh. You out your mind. What about you, Tick? What was some of your worst games of the year?
A lot of the games I didn't continue to play.
Which would be?
A lot of them.
Like?
Okay, well, let's just say Rambo.
You played that?
Bad. I didn't play that, but it's a bad game.
Man, we talking about games you actually played.
Oh, I don't play a lot of games, so I can't really answer that question.
All right, well, the man has spoken. At least he's being honest. He doesn't just go on a hating shit just because everybody else hates it. What about best and worst companies? Who was your favorite company of the year, Tick?
Favorite company of the year? Probably EA.
Interesting pick. Why would you say that?
As Battlefield was the game I played the most. More fun with the whole season. 4 years.
Actually, I would say that's not a bad pick because didn't this year they introduced the refund system that Steam still doesn't have on PC?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they dropped a lot of you guys' favorite game, which is Dragon Age.
True.
And Plants vs. Zombies.
So EA did some good this year. What was one of your favorites, JG?
It'd probably be between Hi-Rez, which makes Might, and Monolith, which makes Shadow of Mordor.
Okay, and why would you pick them?
Well, Hi-Rez, they at least listen to the community, even though they sometimes listen to the wrong people in the forums, but they still keep it consistent. This is one of the games that throughout the entire year, when they actually announced that it was a full retail game, they continue even to this day to add new content to the game. So I really like them for that. And Monolith, because Shadow of Mordor was one of those sleeper titles that no one was expecting to be really good, but I thoroughly enjoyed that game.
True.
Free DLCs.
And that too, yes, free DLC.
Free DLC. I gotta give it to, I think Valve is just by default Steam, just because of the Steam sales. That you can't go wrong with that. I gotta give a nod to Nintendo. Nintendo started off rough the first half of the year. We was making fun of them, but I don't know if y'all noticed. I don't think probably like the last 15 episodes we haven't done a sad segment for Nintendo. I don't know if y'all noticed that.
They've been keeping it consistent, I would have to say. For some reason, they just want to turn up during the holiday season. I hate that it takes them so long because I wanted to see them actually be consistent. But I think that they're finally getting their Steam going. So maybe they'll finally not take so many L's this time. Just maybe. and keep in mind, they were the only major company not hit by Lizard Squad. So you could at least play your games over there.
True. So shout out to Nintendo. I'm gonna show them some love. This is a random one. I'm gonna show some love to I don't know the name of their studio. Maybe you know, Jay, but the developers of Brawlhalla. Do you know their studio name? I was just sitting there googling it. I can't find it. Let me go to their Steam page. But the developers, I got it. Blue Mammoth Games. They develop Brawlhalla. If you've been to our live streams, it's basically a Smash Bros. Clone on PC. But I gotta give them, even though this game just came out, I gotta give them some respect because I'm gonna give you an example. It was Black Moshi. I think we were playing Brawlhalla, and I found this bug in the game where like once the game ended, the screen would go gray and then it would freeze and then we couldn't play anymore, so we had to restart the whole game. I took a screenshot of that, I tweeted it to them, and then like 5 minutes later they responded it and they said we patched it. And I was like, whoa. I was like, they give a fuck about their game. So not only did they respond to me on Twitter, but they patched my problem, and I haven't had that problem again. And this has happened on multiple occasions. Every single time that I tweet them, they respond to me, and they respond to everybody on Twitter. So I have to say props to them because they give a fuck about their game, and I wish more developers were like that, man. That's really cool.
I appreciate that they patched it, but I also know that they're a small company, so it's kind of like when you first start YouTube, you tend to listen to your audience more. Then as you get bigger,
Tick,
Trying to
that's
phase
like
them out.
that's like saying an old woman was about to trip and fall into a puddle, but a strong young man picked them up. Oh, he's supposed to do that because he's strong. It doesn't matter. A good deed is a good deed, bro.
I don't understand that
It was a bad analogy.
you made, but
Listen,
Well, it was a bad analogy.
the point is, the point I was trying to make it is a good deed is a good deed. Like, don't try to take it away from him.
it's okay.
Well,
Like-
you did say you appreciate it, so
At
least you acknowledge it too. But yeah, and even Black went to the studios because they're down in Atlanta, and Atlanta low key has a good number of video game studios, and I didn't even know this. So Black actually went down there, got to play with the developers and everything. So shout out to y'all, Blue Mammoth.
You guys remember what was it? Was it E3 where we recorded that video and like that Sony press conference was just fucking terrible? We was just clowning it the whole time. That shit was funny. When they was talking about what's that damn space game with all the bright colors that everybody's hyped about, even though nobody knows what the game is about.
I forgot.
No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky. Yeah. We was clowning that shit. We had fun with that. And then when was it that Call of Duty press conference? Those are some funny moments that we had this year. But overall, what do you guys think of the like? What would you rank this in the past 5 years? Like, how do you feel about 2014?
So, like I said, 2014 is probably one of the worst years I've ever experienced as far as gaming is concerned, and just overall. Like, I don't know what it was about 2014, but this was just a very, very negative year. I'm just gonna need for people to get it together and stop with all this bull. Like, stop with all the remasters. I don't know whose idea that was. Please stop bringing out games that are broken. Stop pushing back games and then they're still broken. Like, I don't mind you pushing back games that they actually work, but stop apologizing, stop damage controlling if it doesn't work. It's just so many bad things. And then on top of that, the community was just bad too. I don't know if everybody just called a case of stupid or something, if it was in the water or in the air, but it was just a lot of negativity. People aren't thinking when they actually make a statement, and overall it was just a lot of angry people. Just a lot of angry people around. They think that everything is trash, think that everything we say is just irrefutable, we're done, we don't think anything is right. And I just, man, I really did not like this year. So hopefully 2015 is a way better year, because I don't know if I could actually keep my passion for gaming if we had another year like 2014.
I agree.
What else? Go ahead, my bad.
2014 is the worst year for me, both personal and gaming. Glad it's going away.
New year, new you. I will say, I don't think 2014 was a bad year for games. I think it was a year of overhype and disappointment. Like, it wasn't, like I said on Twitter, it wasn't a lot of terrible games that came out this year. It was just a lot of hype. If anything, I think 2014 was the year of damage control, and like JG said, negativity, and just like the community is just fucking toxic. I think the community is part of the problem. Like, y'all just letting these companies put it in your butt, and you're paying for it. Like, I don't know. Like, my biggest problem is the community. I don't think any, like, this stuff, the community, the companies will correct themselves, or the community will correct themselves. I think that's what's going on. The year of damage control is 2014. That's what I would say.
On a positive note, one of my favorite moments was when we were all playing Depth for the first time, when we all recorded that. That was pretty funny. And also
Except
we were
for me.
playing. Oh yeah, that's
Well,
right.
you went to bed.
I was left out.
You went to bed. Nobody left you out. You went to bed. It was total coincidence.
Okay.
And then we were all playing Firefall, and then you beat me, and then you were fighting with Moshi. I think that was pretty funny too.
Oh yeah, that long ass battle.
Yeah, that was long video, but how you edited, that was a pretty funny moment too.
Oh man, what was it? The Smash Bros. Joint?
Oh my god!
Finesse Moshi.
What about Swordsman?
Yeah, Swordsman. We had a good time. That is a good one.
The most epic moment by Moshi ever. No, Panther.
Oh yeah.
Most epic moment by Moshi right there. There you go. The best moment 2014. I'll take everything back. That's the best moment.
I need to do more of them funny moments videos, Joe. That shit was classic, bro. What's the name? Fucking, we need to do that gang shit too, where we just run around just just beating people up online towards it. That shit was funny. The Bodega Boys. What else was some funny shit that happened? I don't know, man. I don't know.
Let's see. Well, recently us whooping Moshi and Black at 2K. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
21 blowout.
20-point blowout.
20 point.
20 piece in the biscuit.
Yeah.
That was good shit. Man.
Man, let me look through the list, man. Oh, yeah, it was some other funny moments, but
Nigga moment with me and Shofu.
Oh yeah, that was epic.
Man, I don't want to remember that. It was funny and then messed up at the same time just because of what transpired after that. But initially, it was funny. Yeah, I'm surprised that you mentioned it.
Right, I totally forgot about it. What's the name? It was a lot of bullshit this year, but as you can see, we listed off. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah, we had to make our own fun, and then those indie games that we did play, it was a lot of good moments that happened with those games. So we still had fun. We had a lot of fun.
True. Another good moment I remember. Remember when we all moved over to Hitbox, and now we're all back at the end of the year.
Except for me, but yeah,
you know, ain't nothing much moolah. We already know.
Man. But yeah, just the whole streaming thing because we started very, very late December. And going through that whole struggle, Twitch had its problems, and then we were like, "Whoa, Hitbox over here," and everything looked better. And then the delay was significantly smaller, so we had a little bit of fun over there. And then you went back, and I'm still where I'm at. I'm still having fun on Hitbox, but Hitbox gave us problems too. So just the whole streaming aspect, that was a whole different aspect on interacting with all of y'all and y'all craziness and coonery.
Shout out to the Hitbox staff. They were cool. Regardless if I went back to Twitch, they were cool to us. So I think I'd like to thank them. Also, shout out to the people who consistently come to the streams every time that we stream. The guys who sub to us, not only me, but JG stream, they sub to both of us. Thank you for that. We appreciate that. Hopefully you continue to support us into 2015.
Agreed.
You guys have anything else to add to the conversation?
I think that would be it, man. We need to close out 2014 and leave it where it was.
On a positive note.
Hopefully.
So, I'd like to thank you guys for listening to Game of Illuminati episode 37. JG, you got the floor. What's your closing statement for Game of Illuminati episode 37? Go.
Just piggybacking off of what NWN said, we thoroughly appreciate everyone who supports the podcast, wait for them to come out, supports the live streams, and still watches our videos. 2014 was a good year for me when it comes to YouTube and then streaming, and then of course with the website monteronigo.com, everybody supporting that. So I had a really, really good financial year, I must say, and I've reinvested a lot of that back into my YouTube channel and live streaming, buying new equipment and everything. So I appreciate everything that all of you all have done. Forget the haters. We're not talking to the haters right now. We're talking to the supporters. I appreciate everything that you all have done. 2014 may have not been the best year when it comes to gaming and then overall with Ferguson and all this other stuff that's going on, but I still appreciate everything that happened this year, and 2015 can only get better for all of us.
Yay. Tick, let's close the statement for Game of Illuminati episode 37. Go.
I'm just glad 2014 is over, and I appreciate being on the show.
The man, the myth has spoken, you guys. Tick. And my closing statement for the last show of the year. Like JG said, thank you guys for supporting us. Hopefully you'll continue to support us. I am close to 500,000 subscribers. Tell all you people subscribe. Show your boys some love, man. Thank you for consistently viewing my videos. Thank you for consistently listening to the podcast. It's funny because the podcast is slightly over a year old, and when we first started, everybody's like, yo, this shit is trash. Illuminati is some demonic shit. But we stuck with it. And you guys are now saying it's the best podcast on the internet, so we appreciate that. And as we go into 2015, I want to make an announcement for next year. Live here on the podcast. If you guys come to the live streams, you've been there with us since the beginning. You remember the booty eating mob. It's coming back 2015. Live and direct. JG, the leader, number one ass eater on the United States. He is leading the way with the booty eating mob. All
that
right.
is a damn shame. You need to lead that back in 2014 too.
All right, no, but
I am
seriously, seriously though, yo, if you come to the live stream, quit talking about eating ass. Like the joke is old.
Nah, bro. As long as you keep missing it, they not gonna stop, man.
I
This
agree.
guy. There you go.
Man. So this has been Game and Illuminati, episode 37. We'd like to thank you, the viewer, for listening. Make sure to subscribe to the show on iTunes. We are also available on SoundCloud via soundcloud.com/Game and Illuminati. Keep in mind, we spell the word naughty as in naughty or nice. We're available on Stitcher Radio. Links to all that bullshit in the description box below if you're viewing the video version. Once again, thanks for listening, but we are out this bitch and see ya in 2050.
Bye.